Today we're gonna do the 4th of July. What really happened that we've been talking about the really spirit of the United States when it was founded. 4th of July 1776, the Continental Congress decided to be free against British, Black, Native Americans, colonial generations, starts a war of guerrillas against British military. Washington, the richest man in Virginia, owned slaves and natives and colonial generations. In June 29, Manhattan was occupied by the British military. Washington, trusted in one of the colonial Ireland, has no school degree, T. Murphy, to lead the guerrillas war against the British military. During all this time, all the fighters, they were so bad in all conditions, no shoes, no clothing, nothing at all. By 1978, von Steuben, one of the best generals of the Washington, helped to prepare the men and women to attack the British military in Manhattan. And the French military helped Washington to defeat England military in Manhattan after 6 years of war of guerrillas against the European government. In April 30, 1789, George Washington was named the first president under the new Constitution, under a new nation. So this is the key spirit of the Revolutionary States of America, ERA. So I decided to do this, guys. Like we've been talking about a little bit about really what happened when they decided to establish a new nation. It wasn't something political. It wasn't something about the Civil War. It was something about economic and politicals against the British back then, because they were ruling all the colonials. So they decided to be free, but they start organizing. They start telling all the peoples that being established in this continent, they were told they must be free in anyhow. So they decided to start 6 years of war that now we know. I think most of all Anglo speaking in the United States, I think they really know the true story of the United States, that we celebrate 4th of July as the Independence Day. But wasn't an independence just because trying to make a country, but it was an independence. It was a really revolution, because as we see, when did they start? How did they organize against the powerful British military? It was one of the best guerrilla warfare under a spirit of revolution, just like the Cuban Revolution led by Che, just the revolution that led by Chavez in South America, just like the revolution led by Emiliano Zapata in Mexico, just like the other revolutions against any system economic and political. So that's why I really see the United States as a revolutionary states of America. And I hope that we can really analyze the history of the United States. But now, one of the most powerful country on earth, which is the diversity flag that we standing for now, that we analyze now, because those people who got killed against British military, it doesn't just a generation of colonials. It was Native American, black people, and as you know, one of the best general, which is I'm not sure, but they said it was one of the guy helped George Washington, which is Fornstoben, who helped prepare the military. They say it wasn't the GLBT. I just don't want to mention it, but that's the spirit of the United States. So everybody, as a Native American, black, and generation of colonials, they were decided to be free against the British, against the powerful European back then. They decided to make a new country under a diversity. The most important thing is the revolutionary fight against any powerful military back then, and share it. And I hope all the Anglo citizen of United States that we can really analyze what really means 4th of July for everybody.